Hello there. Hope you are well. Welcome to this channel, where we will be reviewing the movie stories. Today we will see about the movie named Gladiator. I have covered the plot as far as my understanding, and please watch the movie, where you might get a different perspective of the plot. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Story starts with General Maximus Decimus Meridius, who cherishes on return to his homeland, standing on the battlefield. In 180 AD, Emperor Marcus Aurelius's 12-year campaign against the barbarian tribes were at the end. Just one stronghold stands in the way of the victory and peace throughout the empire. But the barbarians didn't want to surrender and waged a battle. Intense battle takes place. But finally, Romans won the battle. King's daughter Lucilla and her brother Commodus arrives at the battle scene to meet their victorious father. But the king was unrest. He shares his concerns to her daughter after the battle, saying that she would have been just than anyone for the kingdom. Followed by, he calls Maximus and asks him to rule the Roman Empire as a regent, as he was not greedy and ruined by politics like his son. Maximus declines the offer, feeling that it might raise concerns within the king's family and wants to return to his homeland. Outside he meets Lucilla, where she warns of her brother that he is not the same as the king. Commodus, while waiting in the king's tent for his father, imagining that he would be the next king. But his father asks him to accept the decision, saying that he is not ready to be the king. Out of anguish and greed, Commodus kills his father by suffocating him. Commodus then asks Maximus to serve him as his general at side. Maximus understands that Commodus has killed the king so that he can rule the throne. As he didn't accept the offer, Commodus gives order to kill Maximus and his family, knowing that he was framed and to be executed along with his family. Maximus manages to kill the soldiers who were sent along with him and rides back quicker to his homeland to save his family from the slaughter. But in vain, the soldiers were already at his homeland to slaughter his family. They killed his son and wife cruelly and hanged them to death. He then buried them and fell unconsciously, where slave traders takes him with them. Slave traders make the slaves they capture to bid on local fights around the world. Maximus was reluctant to fight at first, thinking that he will leave that place sooner. Later, realizing that he has to survive, he fights back along with the men, where he befriends two other gladiators, Hagen, a German, and Juba, a Numidian, to fight in the arena. With his expertise in battlefield, being a victorious general for several years, he survives the arena. Commodus enters the Roman palace like a hero accomplishing victory in battlefield. Some of the senator worry about the rule of Commodus, being very careless about welfare of the people. Maximus, being irritated of the cruel fight tournament just to entertain people, kills his opponent hastily without remorse. He expects that people will understand that this is a madness they are being led to. But ironically, people celebrates his victory entertained. Proxima reveals to Maximus that he was once a gladiator who was freed by Marcus Aurelius and advises him to win the crowd to win his freedom by giving his armor as a gift. Maximus commits to play accordingly so that he might get a chance to meet the traitor Commodus for vengeance. When Commodus organizes 150 days of games to commemorate his father's death, Proximo takes his gladiators to Rome to fight in the Colosseum. Disguised by a mask helmet, Maximus was allowed to fight in the Colosseum as a Carthaginian in a reenactment of the Battle of Zama. Unexpectedly, he leads his side to victory, killing all of the opponents along with his befriended soldiers. Battle was an epic one, as the crowd enjoys the show. Commodus enters the Colosseum to offer his congratulations. Maximus claims who he was and removes his helmet and declares vengeance. Commodus is compelled by the crowd to let the gladiators live. Commodus, learning that Maximus is alive, traces back the soldiers who has informed him that Maximus was dead. He then kills them even though they are good soldiers of Rome. Maximus's next fight is against a legendary undefeated gladiator, Tigris of Gaul. Commodus has arranged for several tigers to be set upon Maximus during the duel. Maximus, however, prevails, defeating the opponent with his valor. Commodus orders Maximus to kill Tigris, but Maximus spares his opponent's life. Being called Maximus the Merciful by the crowd, Maximus discovers from Cicero, his ex-orderly, that his former legions remain loyal. He meets in secret with Lucilla and Gracchus. Commodus has the Praetorian Guard arrest Gracchus and threatens Lucilla and Lucius. Lucilla meets Maximus at the barracks and kisses him, asking to escape and come back and save Rome. Commodus learns of the plot when Lucilla's son, Lucius, innocently hints at the conspiracy. Proximo and his men, including Hagen, sacrifice themselves to enable Maximus to escape. Maximus is captured at the rendezvous with Cicero, where the latter is killed. Commodus threatens Lucilla for her treachery, asking her to bear his child so that he will spare Lucius, who has the right to throne. To win back public approval, Commodus challenges Maximus to a duel in the Colosseum. He stabs Maximus in the lung before the match to gain an advantage. Despite his injuries, Maximus disarms Commodus, whom the now disloyal Praetorian Guard refused to aid. Meanwhile, Maximus is at the end of his life and starts seeing his homeland and family waiting for him. Commodus produces a hidden knife, but Maximus drives the knife into Commodus's throat, killing him. Maximus succumbs to his wounds. Before he dies, he asks for political reforms, for his gladiator allies to be freed, and for Senator Gracchus to be reinstated. His friends and allies honor him as a soldier of Rome, at Lucilla's behest, and carry his body out of the arena, leaving the dead Commodus behind. Some of the reviews score based on the famous sites for your reference. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and please subscribe for more. Your appreciation means a lot for us to keep making contents further. See you on the next video.